go down with Kerri and Nana. You ready for the show to begin?
Hey, let's go. Let's get it. It's almost showtime. Let's go. Let's get it. It's almost go time. Let's freaking go.
Yo, what is poppin', everybody?
Yes.
Welcome to episode 50 of the Bright Side Chronicles. I am your host, Kerri Lewis, alongside with Psychoc, also known as Nada Agyemang. And today, we got our boy, the myth, the legend,
Let's go.
I'm having technical difficulties on the Instagram side, so I'm gonna send it over to you, Nana, so you can let people know what we're doing, and then we're gonna jump right into this conversation.
All right, bet. Well, first and foremost, I love that you call me Nana instead of the other name, but you know what? But no, thank you guys so much for tapping in. Shout out to Nate, by the way, because this man is probably the most hardworking person that I know. Obviously, like, just the grind mentality and just the dedication. So I'm grateful to have you on here. And welcome to the Bright Side Chronicles. So what we do is basically just talk about things that bring us a sense of joy. Kerri and I came up with the idea just because, like, there's so much animosity and negative things that go on, and it's just an hour block of just talking about who you are as a person, what brings you a sense of joy and happiness. And people can tap in, like, people can message in, and then we can respond to stuff. But it's a freestyle. It's not even scripted. It's literally like, I was running late. I said, hey, I'll be there. But I was so excited for this. So thank you so much for making time for us.
No problem.
And feel free to introduce yourself. Tell us who you are so the audience can know, please.
Hi, everyone watching. My name is Nate Lewis. You might know me as 121 Photography.
I didn't know we shared the same last name. No one.
I know, right?
King.
But mine's is spelled different. Mine's is spelled different. Louis.
That's okay. I won't hold that against you.
I know. Once I seen the email come through, I was like, "Oh, we family. We family." First and foremost, before we start, I want to apologize because this was supposed to happen. How many months ago this was supposed to happen?
It was somewhere around your birthday. So it's all good.
And life has happened, and then I end up moving. So I was like, Nana, please don't be mad. I'm going to still meet up with you guys. It's just life.
And I was like, bro, things happen. Like, it's just life. Like, you're gonna be busy, and we understand that. So that's why we're like,
and you know what? I want to jump in while I still play with technology because the universe wants to test me today. I am a huge fan of flow, and flow means everything unfolds in divine timing. So I am not even a person who vibes with apologies, because if things don't work out, it's divine perfection. It's supposed to be that. So
agreed.
That's just my vibe with that.
Agreed.
Of course.
Awesome.
Of course. But
all right, well, I'm going in as you, so we're gonna get reverb back again, my love. Hold 1 second.
You're good. Take your time. You're good. I'm just telling. Like, and what is it? What does it say on the shirt, by the way? Hold on. It says
121 Photography.
Bro, it's with the champion logo on there.
Yeah. So because we all like dweebs. We go to PAX. PAX, and one year I picked up this gamer hoodie. I don't really game like that. I just picked it up. My boys was with me, and I was like, I just love the colors. It's funky. You can pull the patch off and replace it with other patches.
Yes.
And then I loved it so much. I kept it over the years. I got this probably in 2018 at PAX. And then I end up putting my photography logo on it because I love this so much.
Dude, and it pops too. Like, I like colors like that. Oh, that's giving like marshmallow vibes.
Got marshmallow on the back, I love me some marshmallow.
Yo.
Oh, here we go, guys. Evidently, V-Stream is not streaming to Instagram today, so we're just gonna have to go with the flow and let it be. And so, Nate, 21 Photography. Let's just jump right in here.
Yeah.
So I just learned a whole bunch of things real quick about you. One, you have tattoos, so shout out to brother rocking his tattoos.
Yeah.
Just playing. too, you run, so you're into fitness. Okay, we love that.
Shout out.
Photography. So Nana met you through your photography at conventions, and then I've had the privilege of being able to look at your work and partake in some of your shoots. So
amazing.
Yeah, you're phenomenal. What led you into photography, and why does that bring you joy?
All right. I also want to lead in with I have you guys photo from Japan Festival. So remind me to like send that to you guys tonight.
Take your time. You've been busy as hell. Don't worry about it.
What led me into photography? It was a 2-part question. Can you repeat the question again?
Yeah, well, joy. Why photography, and how does that relate to joy in your life?
So I know like there's some people who like to journal and stuff. As a kid, I've seen people like using that as a hobby to like as an outlet, to express themselves and stuff like that. And I was always trying to figure out how I would express my view on life and everything like that. And one of the things that I realized, or I was able to like lock in on, was I like to observe, and I like to really more observe. And I just thought of like, what's the best way to like keep memories? And I was like, photography. Like, this is my way of documenting, making a journal of everything I've encountered, the cool people I've met, like cool places I've been, cool cosplays I've seen, like cool conversations, just awesome spirited people. This is the way for me to journal it. And I love going back in on my phone, on my computer, to like go back personal photos and then photography photos. Like, I can tell you what's all the way at the top of my list on my phone. That's to show you how much times I go back on there just to like go through my diary of just like photos and everything. I got 20 terabytes of storage like sitting on Adobe, and then I got like countless drives. So for me, photography is life. Ball is life for some people. Photography is life for me.
I love
grew up with that mentality. Ball was life until I hit high school. I might have to retire on this ball thing. But,
you know what? As your girlfriend, I'm gonna have to concur.
Yo,
you know what I mean? I ain't hitting no more. No, when I see more misses and shots made, I'm like,
damn.
You know what?
Shots fired, bro.
No, I'm just speaking truth.
You know what? You're right. You know what? I just gotta get to the gym. I gotta get to the gym and work on that.
No, you just gotta lay it down next time. You just gotta lay it down next time. That way she'll be like, you know what? It's okay. He's missing those shots.
That is so funny.
No, but like, I love that you brought up the photography and capture moments, because I'm big about that. Even Kerri can attest to it. Like, I really love to like. That's what I also got into, just taking random pictures. Like, I love like. It's funny because like, I like scenery. Like, if I see something, I'm like, oh, this would be a cool shot. And I remember taking like pictures, and I have like, pictures on my phone that says like, it's a folder called scenery from like different places, whether I was in Lowell for college, to like, Worcester, because I live in Worcester, to Boston. And I love that because you capture that moment like you were talking about, and you freeze it in time. So like every time you work like, oh, this is from that. And I love that because I create a little, almost like a monologue of just different things. Yeah. And you just put it in like a little collage.
It's your timeline going back and forth to see it.
The amount of time people come up to me and be like, yo, like, well, you were in SpongeBob. And I was like, yeah, but which con? Because I've worn SpongeBob at different ones. Like, and so like, I was at the movie theaters, perfect example, right? Yeah. Dressed up as Chun-Li because the Mortal Kombat movie came out. And I was like, it'd be funny as shit if I just show up as a random ass character that doesn't even. And so I dressed up as Chun-Li. Yeah. And some kids, like, not kids, younger adolescents come up to me. They're like, were you like SpongeBob at like some event? And I was like, how do you know that? Like, I'm not even wearing the SpongeBob thing. But like, they just recognized, I think it was really the glasses that gave it away. Yeah. And so like, they're like, no, we've definitely seen you at some event. And I was like, oh, that's cool. So they grabbed the picture.
I mean, to be honest, it's hard to miss you, Nana.
Thank you.
It's hard to miss you.
I picked Nana up at a gas station because it was hard to miss Nana. You know what I'm saying?
I had yellow hair though. No bullshit.
You did have yellow hair. But so I do want to go back to, okay, so you found your niche, your joy in photography, and really being able to capture those moments. Where does cons come into play?
That's my baby right there.
That's a pretty baby.
The heavy weapons.
She bad.
She bad. She thick. She thick with 3 C's. And then I have this one. I told you I wanted to bring on some special guests.
With 3 C's? Listen, you know I do love me some thick meat.
3 C's. This is my new baby right here. So she's tiny, but she packs a little punch. She packs a little punch right there. I said that. I wanted to bring something on. Not to interrupt. I'm still gonna answer what you asked me there. But I wanted to take a picture of the stream, you know? I wanted to take a picture of us together. And hopefully I can save that. I know it looks a little disoriented, but I promise you it is here it is right here. It looks good. It looks good though. I wish I could like show you the actual color scheme, but
well, listen,
it looks really good.
You don't even have to show us because Nana and I trust you immensely. We've seen your body of work, which is I mean, truly remarkable. And I don't say that lightly because I know a lot of photographers. And so that goes to my question about the marriage between photography and cons and cosplayers.
Yeah. So to answer that question, remember, I got this hoodie probably that same year. Yeah, I went to PAX with my buddies who are gamers. You've probably seen them a couple of times now. They're the twins. Yes, they're the main reason I got into going to like PAX and then eventually getting into cosplay photography. So shout out to those two guys.
Shout out. Give credit
where it's due. I attended my first year and I was seeing all these cool like. The only thing that I was focused on is like, oh man, everybody's dressed up. This is. Like it was like overwhelming, but at the same time, it was great. It was just like you know, not over. The word I'm looking for is just like you're getting like a whole bunch of things. Just
sensory overload.
Like, overloading, accessory overloading. Like, and like I was like, I have to be able to capture this somehow. So I started photographing the entire con on my phone.
Wow.
Yeah. So my very first year I went, I have thousands of photos of just the same thing I was doing with my camera just on my phone for that year of PAX. And I loved it, and I loved the energy I was getting back from people. People were excited to get photographed. I'm coming from wedding photography where sometimes people get Bridezilla, you know, and stuff like that. So I was just like, oh wow, I love this vibe. And then the following year, I was like, I'm bringing my camera. And my boys was like, why? Aren't you gonna be tired? I was like, no, man. I was like, you guys can focus on the games. I'll focus on the cosplay. So whenever we go, they always do that. They're always like, all right, we're gonna meet you here. We know we can find you later because you'll probably be standing in the same area, and they can just test out all the games and stuff like that. So we help each other out. So they got me into gaming more and like anime and everything like that. I already liked the cosplay. I just started to understand it better because now being able to like watch some of the animes, being able to like play some of the games, you know, and then these guys educating me on like what series, whatever it may be that's standing in front of me. I'm just like, okay, the next year I catch on. I'm like, I already know this. But there are some years, my buddies, me and I, they make fun of me because there are some years I walk up to people and they're like, I'm not even cosplaying, but I guess you can take a photo of me. And I'm like, come on, you're wearing like a whole like Hooters top with the whole shorts and everything. I was like, how could I have not known? Like I honestly thought you were cosplaying. So she said that was her gym outfit. So I had to believe
that is hilarious.
Come on, bro.
But you know, those guys got me into the cosplay, got me into going to cons, and then cosplaying came from that. So
how does going to cons and photography kind of help you experience joy throughout all of your life experience? Because
so that question is an awesome question because it just like how we were just talking about, like I just love being able to see that, being able to speak to people, and eventually it started to make me feel confident on cosplaying myself at these things. So not only do I take photos, I also cosplay, and that was something else I wanted to show you. Kerri, give me 1 second.
Let me wind up because I remember when Nate I think it was at Fan Expo Boston. And he's like, bro, like he had reached out to me. And he's like, bro, I'm thinking about maybe doing a cosplay. And I said, bro, why not? Like, you already are like a.
I know, and that was
already.
so
like,
awesome that you
there.
told me that, because that encouragement definitely helped. Because sometimes, like, again, I wasn't raised cosplaying. I didn't watch anime and stuff like that. So it was more of like I'm learning it as I grow up, and you know, just being able to get that welcome from somebody else who's already in the community. So I'm just like, you know what? All right, I'm gonna try it, you know. So this is one of my favorite cosplay.
No,
I don't know.
I knew that.
The OG.
I don't know if you ever seen me wear it before.
Bro, you gotta do that shit on, bro. That shit is so fire. I remember when you came out to Boston Fan Expo, and I was like, yo, this shit is heat. Like, bro, look how cool it looks, bro. Like,
now the trick is gonna be for you to take pictures with that.
I gotta take a picture of this shit. Hold on. Let me see. I need it for my phone too. Yo, stop playing.
All right, here we go.
Like,
look. That is hella impressive. Look at him busting out the tool.
All right, let's see. Hopefully we got this. Here we go. 1, 2.
We all got our poses and everything. Like, no way. It's so cool.
That is super cool.
So I've covered conventions where I've had it on, and I was taking photos with it.
And people taking photos of you. That's the other part.
Yeah. Like, so it is a challenge, but I was a challenge that I was well happy to like take upon, because I was just like, I know I have a newfound respect for cosplayers when a photographer is coming up to a cosplayer and saying, hey, would you mind if I take a photo of you? And that cosplayer is already reached their limits, and they're like, hey, you know, I'm sorry, I just need to take, you know,
a time.
I started to understand that as a person who cosplay and a person who photographs. And I remember there was this one time Nana was a little like tired, and I'm like, man, you need to like take a breather.
Yo, this was at Aaron Boston, wasn't it?
And everyone wanted, and you know, Nana, everybody wants to take a photo of him. So I'm like, I think you actually need to get a break, take some water and stuff like that. You know, and re-energize.
Shake Shack helped me.
Yeah, Shake Shack definitely came in clutch.
I was like, I hope you took a break, because you know me as your girl, I'd have been like, hold up. I have played the bad guy or Nana in the past because I get it. Like,
someone has to.
And you want to experience the person, but what I think people forget is he's just a person too.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
He needs water.
No, definitely. Not only water. Sometimes you need the nutrients. I'd be seeing him eating apples at the conventions, and I'm just like, yo, this dude is getting all his energy.
Bro, the funny thing is, like, so even like Paxi's, right? Perfect example. My friend Elise, like, she's fucking amazing. You probably met her.
Yeah.
But like every day of the convention, she would make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and it had like, and it's funny because Kerri made me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich once, and that thing was like 2 inches of peanut butter.
I did not. I made you a peanut butter sandwich. I was like that thick with peanut butter.
Hey, to be fair, I love my peanut butter jelly sandwich with that much peanut butter. A little bit of jelly in the middle, and then slap it with like this much peanut butter. You know? But
it was crazy. So like literally the whole time I would eat that in the morning. So that gave me energy, because I was like, well, there's got protein and carbs. That's all I need. And it lasted for like 2-3 hours.
I'm gonna start doing that.
Yeah, because you have to pace yourself. Really, I realized that's what I didn't do as much at Anime Boston, because like I just was just go. But at PAX I would just like take a breather, go hang out in the little area, just deep breathe, and then get back to like the grind of it all.
See, it was vice versa for me. I was doing the breathers at PAX. I eased my way into PAX, and then I exert so much energy at Anime Boston, man. Like it's a lot. It's a lot.
But so let me ask you this: how long does it take you guys to recover from a weekend convention?
Nate is gonna have a great answer to this, because he put me onto this.
So for me, my boys, those guys who brought me, they're the ones who put me onto it as well. Because I used to just do so let's say if it's a 3-day con,
convention,
I would take Friday off and then have Saturday, Sunday, I'm going to the con, and then on Sunday, Monday, I would go back to work, and I was dead.
Yep.
I couldn't even work. Some days I had to call out. So now what I started to do, because of my buddies, I take that Thursday and that's Monday off. So now I have, leading into the con, I can pace myself, and then after the con, I can pace myself. You know, I don't have to rush to like get up and go to work and stuff like that. And I've noticed that I've had more enjoyable experiences at cons doing it that way, as opposed to what I was doing before. I felt like I love photography, and you do what you love. When you're doing something that you love, you don't think of it as work. But at some point when I was doing it that way, I thought I felt like it was work. It wasn't fun as much anymore. So once I added those extra days for rest, it made a difference.
No, I mean, that's literally, to piggyback on what you just said, is like, that's a huge thing. That's something that I just never thought of until you had brought it up. And I was like, because like, I go from like 4-day, 3-day con, and I'm just like back to work on Monday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
especially
like,
those New York cons, like, it's the traveling coming back. That's like the killer, because if you're doing the bus, if you're driving, that's hours you got to be driving, you know, that's not you sleeping. But
what I also realized too, because Babe can attest to it, is like, if like, depending on what I got going on, right? So let's say New York or Anime NYC or whatever. Let's say we get there Thursday. What time we normally leave? At like 7 a.m. Get there for like 12 o'clock or whatever. We'll grab something to eat before the con, just so I can like catch up with her before I get locked into whatever I need to do. And then maybe that Thursday night, it'll be more like a laid back night of like just kind of like cooling it.
Yeah.
You know, that's what we did last year. We checked out the city on, I think, Thursday night, hung out with a couple of our friends. And then Friday, it'd be like kind of get into the thick of things. That's when it starts getting a little busier. And so I'll be like, you know, if I want to go check out an after party or whatever, but I tend to try to like pace myself so that like, okay, I might go like head back to the hotel before it gets caught up in all that stuff. And then Saturday, chaoticness. So that's like, you know how that goes. And then Sunday, it would be like the wind down. So like once the con is over, I kind of will like slowly ease myself into getting back to it, because we'll normally end up leaving at like the morning-ish when we check out the hotel and head back to here. But like, it's just one of those things where like, I've gotten to the point where my body's kind of getting used to it. The biggest thing that I got to go work on is like not losing my voice. Like, because you know, you shoot the shit.
I think I've seen you when you lost your voice once.
Yeah, it happens actually. Like on that Sunday, I'm just like willpower. Like Babe can attest to it because she's seen it. I'm just like, yeah, my voice sounds like this. But that's also because I also got to be more hydrated and make sure I'm taking care of myself in the same time too.
Yeah.
So I totally understand where that's coming from.
So I want to jump in and ask you both around joy and extending yourself in service to others. Think about it, Nate. You offer a product to individuals. You offer them images that they
have. It's free. I'm offering.
I know. And Nana, you up? Nana's bouncing in and out.
I'm good. I'm at.
And then Nana, you do the same. You take pictures, and then I literally, no joke, Nate, Nana will spend a week sending people and tagging people in every fucking picture he has.
It takes a lot. Yes, it takes a lot to do that.
That's a huge labor of love. So how does that play into you guys living your bright side life? Like, because again, I'm all about bright joy. What fills your cup? What overflows and makes you excited to show up and wake up the next day?
Okay, so with the on what you were just talking about for the tagging and stuff like that, like I would say for me, what brought me joy is watching how, when I first started to grow my community on Instagram, the cosplay community, to what it's at now. When I first started, I didn't know anyone. No one knew me. I was just posting. There was just a photographer who's just posting up photos of cosplayers.
Yeah.
And then eventually, over the years, people start to know who I am. I start to remember who people are, making those connections, because I love communicating. I love talking with people. And building that network over the years, we've made so much connections. Now I was talking to Lily, who's one of your friends as well.
Squirtle girl, right?
Yeah.
That's
we
saying
without us knowing, we both helped each other out, like starting out. So I'll tell you that story after. But
yes, please, we want to hear it all.
I was talking with her via DMs, and I was just like, it's crazy how and I'm happy how this community has come along, how far we come, because now people are tagging each other and be like, hey, I spotted this person. Hey, I spotted this person. So I no longer have to lose sleep trying to find people and post. They're finding my photos now of them. And a big shout out to Team Splenda, because they were the first people starting that trend on my photos. We've never met. Adam, thank you very much.
Shout out to Adam. Shout out.
I haven't met that guy for like maybe 3 years. He's been tagging people, be like, photo slide 3 is this, slide 3 is that. Hey, I see you in this photo. Hey, I see. And I just kept messaging, direct messages like, thank you.
Yes.
And finally, 1 year at Anime Boston, he walks by and he was like 121. And I was like, yeah. And he was like Team Splenda. I was like, yeah. I was like, we finally get to meet. And ever since then, now me and him, every time we see each other, we're always like, yeah. I was like, I gave him his flowers. I was like, dude, you do not understand the work that you put in. And Lily too, she has done the Lord's work, because she also was tagging people in the photos. She was also helping me, like, not only tagging people, but she was telling me what some of the characters were, because sometimes
you just don't know.
Trying to ask my buddies who came to the conventions with me, they're like, they don't know sometimes, or they're too busy to answer me back. But now I have somebody who clearly was there at the same event. They're as geeky as me, and they're like, yeah, all right, I know who that is. So I'm messaging Lily, and she's telling me, I'm sending her a screenshot. She's like, oh yeah, this is Tifa. And I was like, okay, all right, awesome, all right. So it was the combination of those two people who, like,
your brother-in-law, I'm sorry, is giving you a hard time. He said, why is that motherfucker in the laundry room?
Yo, hear me out. The best lighting is here right now. All right,
it's the best lighting.
Yo, as a photographer, I appreciate the fact that he's looking for the best lighting.
Yo, that's you see. There you go. Listen,
so here's the thing you need to know about me, Nate. I am all about aesthetics. Like, I am a visual, so that is like goes against every part of my sense.
Well, I mean, you could have blurred the background. You know, I was playing around with this. You can blur the background if you go into the settings and all that.
Yeah, you know, me and Nana, we don't care.
Right? You know what they say? A chaotic mind is a very active mind. So there we go. Right? We just I don't know who said that, but I'm gonna make that shit up. Right?
Okay, so going back to giving Lily her flowers. I'm sorry, I interjected.
No, you're good. You're good.
Nah, Lily is my home girl. Like, all right, so me and her was, because we DM a lot sometimes, and she was like letting me know that she was grateful for me as well, because of the fact that I helped like start off with her showing off her work, her cosplay and stuff like that. She, like, in the cosplay community, at least when I first started photographing cosplay, I don't think anyone was offering people free photos. They were just like, hey, you know, they're going to charge you, but this and the third. And that created, like, anyone who has a camera, cosplayers, especially a lot of them who are introverts, they're not going to approach you. They don't want to walk anywhere near you because they're thinking there's a cost associated. So now you have me coming in, who is like, hey, I want to photograph you, and I'm going to show you the photo. I'm going to show you the photo, and I want to give it to you. No cause, because it brings joy that you are happy. That brings me joy, knowing that you like the work. It's making you happy. And this is my way of giving back, because there are a lot of people who do awesome jobs on cosplays. They spend years on the cosplay. And the attention to detail shows it. But they always forget to get a photograph. They don't have somebody who's out there just like walking the beat. Or they don't want to stand in those lines, 2-hour lines, to get a photo taken. I'm walking the beat, you know. I'm just like trying to like speak with touch everyone, and be like, hey, I was here. I see you, you know. And there's a lot of people who feel like they put all that work in and no one sees them. So this is my way to say someone sees you, and I like it, regardless of what the cosplay, even if it's like a cosplay of somebody wearing a onesie, you know what I mean? Like, it's still somebody took the time to be like, you know what, I'm gonna wear this to this show and show it off. I like it that much. So for me, I'm like, yeah, I want to capture that. I want you to be able to see that later on, just be like, I did that.
I do want to interject real quick, and then babe, I know that you have something to say too, but
no, absolutely.
No act of love is ever wasted, and what we send out comes back to us. And something I love about the two of you is that you extend yourselves in service from a place of joy without an expectation of receiving back. And that truly is altruistic. And that is the energy that, you know, whether you're spiritual or you believe in quantum physics, that, you know, people talk about. And what you give from love will always come back to you. And of course you'll experience more joy, because love is a joyful thing.
That's, oh my gosh. Like, well, going back to Lily, I also got to give her a shout out too, because we met at Anime NYC, and this is what, 2 years ago, and I was dressed up as SpongeBob and she was Squirtle. And I was like, yo, you're that Squirtle chick, right? And she had the little saxophone, and then so we filmed the video of us like I was dancing to it. And it was the funniest shit. And I was like, yo, you're cool as hell. And ever since then I'm like, yo, cool. That's like sis. Like I just I gotta give credit where it's due. And I do reach out to Lily. We're gonna see her this weekend, babe. So she'll be at the CradleCon event as well too. So we'll be we're definitely gonna be
I got your tag about the Kineticon.
You should apply.
I did apply. Good. I applied. We'll see if they accept me. For some reason,
we're putting you out. We putting it out there. You accept it.
For some reason, I apply for these conventions sometimes because they get costly over time.
Yeah, they do.
I'm like, I'm more than happy to show up if somebody wants to provide a pass, or if the fans tell the conventions, hey, bring 121 on.
Yes,
because I'm walking out there. I'm trying to meet with you guys. I'm trying to share my work, and
you ain't trying. You doing. You're like I said, for anybody who hasn't seen Nate's work, check out his Instagram because
fire.
It's beautiful work. It's you have a very.
I get excited when I see it on my feed. I'm like, oh shit! Like,
appreciate it.
It's like when you wait for like your favorite artist to drop like some new shit or whatever it is. I'd be like, yo, that's tough. Like it's just.
I appreciate it, bro.
It's real shit.
It's so funny that you said that about the like seeing like the street like the feed going up. So I work in IT as my daytime job. So that's what allows me to be able to feel comfortable, like just spending my personal money on stuff like this, and not expecting to get anything back in return. So I lost my train of thought. Damn,
you're good.
Where was I on that?
You're good. Take your time.
IT though, okay.
Oh yes. So I do IT as my daytime job, and that allows me to be able to do this for fun, right? Dang, I lost it again.
No, you're good.
I think it's my nerves. It's my nerves.
Yeah, you're killing it. But I actually want to pivot completely differently because.
Well, before you do that, babe, what I want to do is I also want to just say like it's cool as hell when like somebody comes up to you and they're just like, oh, I saw you online or whatever, and you've never met the person before. And you have this moment of like they almost look at you like you're like some kind of celebrity, and you're just like, dude, I'm just trying to just enjoy the moment like everybody else is. I'm so grateful because I really think it's cool because people like just come up, and it happens every so often at cons. I'll be like, oh, dude, you really like follow my TikTok and stuff? Like, I'm probably the most fucking random ass motherfucker that you probably gonna meet, you know, when it comes to Kerri and just the people that I have around me. And even the whole tagging pictures thing, the labor of love part is like, you know, Kerri's seen it. I get back to the hotel and I'm like,
exhausted.
And then it's like, it's tough to find who's who. But like somehow, some way, it always
they get in contact.
Like, it just gets done, and I'll like I try to like tag them in it because I want to make sure that they get their moment, or even doing like the or farming circle. Like people work hard for their cosplays, so it's literally their moment to shine when they bring it to a con. Like that's what you get to capture. You know what I mean?
I feel bad sometimes because I used to be able to keep up with the DMs and reply to everyone. And now it's been getting like overwhelming for me. I know there's some people who's watching this who probably like, this mofo did not check. It's not that I'm not checking it or I don't want to check it. And this is like this is like a curse and a blessing, because now that more people have come to know who I am, but now that's more responsibility now, where and I'm the type of person I want to be able to speak to all these people individually.
This is funny.
So I want to make sure that they know I see them. And I'm not like all the followers I have on my account, I earned those. Like I walked, I did the work, I walked the beat, and I met all these people. So so to see that I can't reply to them, it hurts me sometimes. And then sometimes I'll see the messages in the underneath the comments underneath photos, and I'm like, I see it. There's so much. I fell so far behind. I can't get to everything. But I do want to let everyone know I have a gallery that's set up with everyone's photos. So if you know someone, if you seen that someone's tagging themselves in there, share the link with them, especially if you already have the link, share it.
Correct.
It's I just hope that people are not abusing it, but I'm sending those photos to everyone. It's just sometimes I can't get it to everyone, and I feel bad that there are some people who are like, they DM me like, and it's like 5 of them in a row, and I'm like, I feel bad I can't respond. I feel bad I can't.
Kerri and I literally had this conversation. Go ahead.
We just had this conversation last night.
Go ahead. You say your piece.
Okay, so me and Nana talk about this because I draw content and I don't reply to anybody about anything.
Same.
People will leave messages, and the reason why, and no, so this goes back to what the bright side of life is, right? And Nana and I talk about it. It does not bring me joy to scroll. For me to, it's not that I don't appreciate it. I drop what feels good for me. If it lands, great. If it doesn't, great. If you comment, I appreciate it.
Same. I have that mentality.
Whereas
it helps.
Nana has a different perspective. And this is where I always tell people. So I study quantum physics, Nate. So this is the one thing I will tell you. Like, feeling bad actually lowers your ability to feel joy. So I do what feels good for me, and how people perceive that is their perception, has nothing to do with me. And that way I can stay in joy, and I can, serve the way I'm
you keep that love for whatever that art is. You still have that. When you start, like, here's my issue when I first started uploading and posting. I would overload myself, or I would just overwork myself to the point where I started to dread, like, oh my God, what kind of content do I need to put out? And will people like it? And blah, blah, blah. Once I stopped caring, once I was like, hey, I have other work that I need to get done. And if I'm able to still get to my cosplay stuff, I can get to it. Not that I don't care about the community or anything like that, but I don't want to like stretch myself so far thin, and then I start resenting everything.
The very reason you did it.
Correct. So if you guys now are noticing sometimes I don't post as frequent, I don't post at the same time frame, that's me. That's because I've tried to implement something just like how you've been saying, Kerri. Like I'm at the point now where I just want to still show the work, share the work, and everything like that. But if I can't get to it today, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world.
Absolutely. I love that you brought it up. So the reason why is because Kerri and I were talking about this yesterday. And I was like, I put stuff out and I'll comment if permitting. Like, if I have time, I'll respond to it. But it's so true, though. Like, I have DMs of, like, group messages, and I'm in, like, fucking 10 group messages. And I'm like, bro, I can't get to every single one. I just can't. Because, like, it gets to a point where I'm like, I'm busy. I'm living life. So, like, this is
you're missing. You're letting cool things pass by you just to reply back. And I'm not saying those people are not important.
No, they're not. It's not that.
They're reaching out when they think it's important to them, but you still have your life to live.
Yes.
So when you have the time to pause and give them that attention, because you want to be able to like give them a thoughtful response back as well.
I don't want to half-ass it. I don't want
to exactly. Like, so the only way you could do that is when you take that time to have that for yourself instead of trying to rush it in between a restaurant on a date with your wife and stuff.
Yeah, well, there you go.
You know what's funny is even so I train at the YMCA and their classes get booked up solid. And I started to notice I'm becoming a slave to my phone to make sure I get in a fitness class when first off, I'm skilled enough to train myself. I've been doing it for like 15 years. And second of all, it ain't that deep. So now people see me and they're like, oh, you don't work out anymore. I'm like, no, I'm just not a slave to my phone because I'm like, and that's
same.
So
it's on that working out note. I know that you said you just found out. So yes, I am a runner as well. I've been running. I've ran 2 marathons. I've ran countless half marathons.
Wait, what the
fuck? I'm running a marathon this like 2 weeks. I'm running a half marathon. Sorry, half marathon. Coming up.
How'd you get into running?
Real shit.
I got into running because I got into a really dark place in life.
Yeah.
And that was my way of getting an outlet, you know. It was just my way of just like getting some frustration out. And I've been running ever since then. So maybe that's 2011-ish. No, sorry, 2015-ish.
Okay.
Yeah, 2015-ish. I started running
because I work in mental health and addiction recovery, so you just went right down
the rabbit
hole of my passion.
Talk your shit.
Seriously, so you found yourself in a place that didn't feel good for you, and you had an opportunity to either continue to feed whatever was going on in your head or make a different choice. Where did that choice come from, and how did you pull yourself into choosing something that served you and made you feel better rather than feeding that cycle of ick?
So this was like my high school sweetheart. We ended up getting married. I was married. We ended up getting divorced, and I was going through it, you know, depression, anything you can think of. I was going through it, and I never used to run. I've been athletic. I played on a football team in high school. I tried to do track one time and it was a horrible experience, and I was like, I'll never run. And for me, I seen that I was getting depressed and stuff like that, and I've probably seen one of my buddies on Instagram I went to high school with, and he was running. And around that time, I already was jogging. Like me and my brother, he would be on his bicycle and I'd be running behind him, and I would just run 1 mile. So around that time, I looked on my Instagram feed, seeing my buddy from high school running, and I just messaged him. I said, hey, how do I join this crew? And he was just like, just show up. And I was like, do I have to pay? And he was like, no, it's free. And I was just like, all right, I'll show up. And I've been running ever since then, you know, with the group of people, and now primarily by myself. But it just brings a little freedom where I don't have to think about anything, my troubles, my problems, or anything like that. I'm just feeling the wind on my face and like the pavement. If I have my music, I'm a big fan of music. As you guys know, I came into the stream. I came into the stream with my music blasting.
You came into the stream with Drake, people.
Yeah. So I love my music, so it's my way to mellow out. So it's just like my way of combining two things that I appreciate and allows me to like sit back and think and just like reflect, like whether it's a negative or a positive thing. It's just like for me to just like go back over everything and just be like, all right, how could I have done this better, or where did I go wrong? Or because you know sometimes you need that, like you need to take a step back and look at the overview picture of everything. Exactly. But sometimes when you're in the heat of things, you don't have the time to think of that. It's only when you allow yourself to get that time to think about it. And that's for me, for running, it was allowing me to do that. So instead of like pouting and getting depressed or taking my frustration out on someone, I found that I was like pushing all that energy into my running. And there were some days I did not want to run, especially if I'm training for a marathon. There were some days my body was like, nope. And those were the days I pushed myself even harder. I'm like, all right, if I was supposed to run like 3 miles, we run in 10 miles, like, you know, stuff like that. You know?
Damn.
But you know what? So for the listening audience, and you may not know this, there's something in the middle of our brain called the mid-singular cortex. That's what you're building, and it's responsible for resilience and willpower. And the more we do the thing that we don't want to do, the stronger that becomes. It's like flexing a bicep muscle. And so that's really powerful when you think about
Nana got all those muscles.
You sure
all my
do.
muscles
I know,
are in my
because
legs.
I judge them.
Nana, all my muscles are in my legs, man.
Like they've ever been.
But no, seriously, I love that you make conscious choices to do something that feels good rather than feed the mind, because idle hands is the devil's playground. And what I mean by that is you spiral, and your one negative thought goes to 2 to 3 to 4, then it's a day, and then you look back 20 years on your life and you're like, where'd the time go?
Yeah.
And I don't want to give all 100% credit to running, but running definitely had a big part of doing it. I still had my family. I still had like my support system with me. You know, I had like my faith, and then I had like my music, and then I had running. So I had all these different ways, and then my photography, obviously my photography. Yeah, I had all these tools where if I felt I needed to, like, if I felt a certain way, you know, I just tap more into those parts of my life and everything like that. So being able to know I had all that around me definitely helped speed up the process, but it was still a lengthy process, guys. I don't want you guys to think like it was like I woke up one day and I was like, it's over. It's over.
I don't think anybody just like it's like done and done. It's a process, right? It's like a muscle memory. You just keep training yourself until it becomes like a second nature thing for you. That's with anything. Like even with myself, Kerri's seen it. I've had some amazing days at work, and I've had some not so amazing days at work. And I always have to understand that ultimately it's just ups and downs in life, right? But like, how do I keep bouncing back is the part that challenges me. And I love it, because I'm just like, oh damn, like Saturday at work was like a shit show, and I'm like,
I've had those days. I had those days.
You know what I mean?
But some of those days, you know, a good edible, you know, I'm not promoting it, but you know, some of those days, you know, it might help out, you know.
But listen, you know what? I'm all about doing what brings you joy, and that's the other thing about the bright side of life, you know, is not when you don't judge anything, you can hold space for everything. And I felt super welcome. The first time I met you, you were like, bring it in, and like that to me is a gift that we can give the world, is not judging or trying to make right or wrong another person's choice, but saying, hey, if that works for you, do you.
Yeah, exactly. And when I first met Nana, like I was like, oh man, this guy like looks like he's no, like I thought you were like one of those mean muggers, like that would be like, get away from me. So when I first approached him to take a photo, you know, I was like, oh, he's probably gonna be like, nah, I don't want to take a photo type of thing. And then when I started talking to him, and then my boys talking to him, and they're like, he's actually really cool. And I was like, I know, he's actually pretty cool. Like, all right. And then I seen him next year, and then I seen him next year, and then I met you, and then I seen you guys online. I'm like, yeah, you guys match. And I was like, I love it. I freaking love the two of you guys. And as we're talking about this, it made me think of what I lost the track of earlier.
Tell us.
So while I was at work in my IT job, I'm remoting into someone's computer, and we're just talking as time is passing, as I'm installing something. I typically do what I'm doing now. You know, I'm a professional yapper. So we're talking, and she was like, what are you into? I was like, photography. And she was like, oh, that's awesome. And her husband's a photographer, and her husband does IT. And I was like, awesome. And she was like, do you have a website? And I was like, I don't have an official website. And I gave her my Instagram. And then she clicks on it, and then it opens up to my portfolio. And then she's like, oh my God. And it goes back to the aisle of the feed that you were talking about earlier, Nana. She was like, one of the gentlemen on your feed, I know him. And I was just like, really? She's like, I was his teacher or something like that. And I was just
it was my old boss,
like,
Tasha.
Is that like, Nana? And I was like, yes, that's Nana. So I immediately, while I'm remoting into her computer, as we're talking, we're talking remotely, I'm messaging Nana like, Nana, this is a freaking small world. You'll never believe this.
Bro, that shit was so cool though, because I was like, what are the odds? Like, and I've known Tasha for like damn near like 14 years from UMass Lowell. Like,
oh my
like,
goodness,
she
and
was
she's
my
so
boss.
amazing.
Yo.
She matches your energy so much, and like she was just like, Nana is so amazing and blah blah blah, and I was just like, it's crazy how my personal life and my cosplay merged together, and I was just so excited about that.
That made my heart happy because I was like, who would even like, bro, like that's so like, for that to happen like that, it didn't make any sense in that moment. But I was like, that's cool as shit. Like that doesn't even.
And on that same page for me, like when people are like, hey, do you mind if I take a photo with you? And I'm like, me? I'm like,
yes,
I'm the photographer. Why you take a picture with me? They're like, cause you know, I want to remember this, and I want you to remember who you took a photo with. And that helped me to start like, okay, maybe people are like opening up to me. Like Adam, people like Adam was one of the first people who started that. Team Splenda. He was like, I'm gonna take a photo with you, and I was just, I never actually thought of actually taking a picture with people because people probably think I don't want to hang out with them. I'm like, that's not even true. Like, it's
bro, we had a great time
in
at Boston Fan Expo.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm so locked in. I don't even think of anything else. I just think about the next photo, and I'm like, I should be also taking a photo of people
I gotta
with me.
interject because one of the last questions I had to you is your drip. I love your fits. Like,
thank you. Nana was saying that too. Nana was saying I never paid attention to that though.
Real shit.
So I can't take all the credit, you know. I will say it's because, you know, I've been like trying to like switch up the flow a little the last like 6 months, and I've been thrifting a lot. When I say I've been thrifting a lot, I've been thrifting a lot and finding a lot of finds that I wouldn't necessarily spend the money on. But if it's like, all right, it's the thrift shop, it's like at a decent price, why not? I'll test this out now. And ever since then, I started getting more confident in how I thrift. And like when I first started thrifting, I was like, oh, okay, this is a nice price. But then I started, you know, there's a levels to everything. I started to understand how some of the thrifting work, where the good spots are, and then they start knowing who I am. So when I walk in, they're like, we had this, we knew you was gonna like this, and we maybe this is your style right here, you know. And that's one of my biggest things. I work in customer service, whether it's photography or IT. I will enjoy the experience even more if the person is giving me an awesome experience. The person who's selling me something, the person who's taking my hard-earned money. If you're making me feel good about spending that money, I don't care how much money I'm spending.
Real shit.
I've got my dreads done by a hairstylist, and she did an amazing job. But I didn't feel awesome spending the money with her because it wasn't a good experience. And when I'm saying a good experience, I'm not asking you to kiss my butt or anything. Just talk with me. Just talk with me. Just make it seem like you actually are a human being. I'm a human being. I'm giving you $130 of my hard-earned money to do my hair, and you're just like doing all this. Like,
go ahead.
Me and Nana, one of the few things we differ on hardcore is I'm just like you. I don't have a problem, right, spending money, but especially at a restaurant, if you are blatantly like bothered to wait on me, then I take issue. And then if your manager asks me how the service is, I'm gonna tell you.
I'm gonna give an honest opinion. It could have been better. It could have been better. Like, you could have smiled. You could have asked me how my day was. Like, those small things would allow me to give you the tip.
Service industry. If you don't want to talk to people, maybe this isn't a place for you.
Correct. I always say that. And I'm not trying to knock servers. I always say that. I'm like, if you don't like this type of interaction with people, this customer service, this type of service to people, this is not the field for you because I understand we all get upset, but this is the field that you chose. Every time I get on a remote session with someone, I could be having a crappiest day, but I'm not trying to let them know that. You know, I put on, you know, there's a thing that's called code switching. I get my code switching on, and I'm just like, "Hi, how you doing this morning? Awesome." You know, I could be annoyed with the person I'm helping because they're asking me like the most silliest question, and I'm like,
That would be
if you
me.
knew the answer. No.
Like,
When I say the
damn
silliest
girl.
question, when I say no, I'm not saying like that. I'm saying it as in, if you knew the answer to this, why are you reaching out to me?
Yes.
Clearly, you're reaching out to me because you didn't know the answer. That's when I say the silly question. It's not like, well, what's 2 + 2? It's not that. It's you already knew that you didn't know the answer. You're reaching out to me, and I'm providing you an answer. You don't want to accept that answer.
Oh,
that's my
that
issue.
drives me crazy.
Yeah, that's my issue.
Like Nana educating people on cars. They know more about the car than he does.
Bruh. Like literally, I don't go to the doctor and be like, hey man, I think I know what I got.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, there are some people
that know it.
Like, there are some people who do it. They WebMD it right before they go in, and the doctors are like,
then hey man, WebMD going to lead in CVS anyways, right? At that point, like just save yourself the trip.
Yeah,
but, like,
at that point, just
though.
go in a corner.
It's so true, even with myself, right? So like, you know, I get in front of people that come in and they saw a Google thing or YouTube thing about how to buy cars, and I'm like, please let me know because I want to know too, because I. Like, not that I've been doing this for like 11 years now, and I'm really good at what I do.
I couldn't do your job, man.
Yo,
so I used to work at the Apple Store. I can sell. I can sell, but I much rather fix.
Fair enough.
I didn't see it. For me, my standpoint, I didn't see it. Didn't make me always feel great. Like, and I'm not saying all people do this, but selling people something they probably don't need. You know,
well, the thing is, I don't even sell. So what
but I'm not talking about you in particular.
Yes.
I'm just saying because at some jobs it's dog eat dog, right?
Oh gosh.
And I never like competing all the time. I just want to go on my own pace. Like if I'm doing great, awesome. Yep. So I found helping people, supporting them in that way, fixing things. Like they come in pissed off, they come in like
and you
ready.
Solve something for them.
Yeah, and I solve it, and it like if they were at 10, they're dropping down to 3. You know, they're walking out the door, the emotions are low, and everything like that, and they're happy. Like I had an experience where I helped a mom who lost her newborn baby photos.
Damn.
Like 6 months worth of it. But luckily around that time, iCloud, you could still recover it. It just took some time to come back to the phone. So I was able to help that user with their broken phone, download it to a new device, and they still had their information, like their photos. And that woman, it's like I saved her life.
But that's the thing is like
she was bawling. She was like, it has all her baby pictures on there. And I was like, I want to help. This is why I do this. I want to help that type of person.
Well, that's the thing with me is like I sell from a place of service. And it's never been a place of like desperation. I'll be the type of person to be like, don't buy it if it doesn't make sense. My job is to help you buy cars, but like if it doesn't make sense financially, don't do it. Perfect example, I had a previous customer came in today. We ran some figures because her lease is up. But she has equity in the car. She has like about $4,000 of equity that she can put towards the next one. She was like, well, should I buy my car? I said, it doesn't make sense to buy your old car that has 60,000 miles on it, almost out of warranty. You just put brakes and tires on it. But like, is it worth it? And I was like, gas prices are a lot higher now. Why not look at a hybrid to save yourself on them? And so like the monthly payment of buying a new one for 84 months was like almost like $40 difference what she's paying currently right now versus getting a used car that she's currently driving, and her monthly payment is probably about the same. I'm like,
same price.
This doesn't the math doesn't, and I know she's gonna reach out to me probably tomorrow and be like, hey, put my name on. She's really cool. Like she's bought 3 cars for me, so like it's friend of mine. Not even. And I sit down when she's like, you just give me straightforward, and I was like, you know, it has been the get-go from day one. You know,
people appreciate that. People appreciate when they don't feel like they're being sold on something.
Yeah,
well, that's the thing is
social media is always stuffing things down our throat. You know,
correct.
So people don't want to be. They don't want to be handled that way.
Yes.
What were you saying, Kerri?
Absolutely.
Well, people feel energy. You know, the thing is I sell hope. But then to your point, Nate, I give, tangible solutions to work on whatever area you're struggling with. But it is you have to sell hope to then be able to get people to believe, buy into, and then take action. But with that, we're like up on the hour.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Wait. Before I go, I know you had asked me to share my socials. I did share my Instagram, but I was telling Nana about this earlier. I don't know if he remembers, but I also started a podcast, but it's a little different. It's about relationships. It's about relationships.
Hey, yo.
So it's about couples relationships, whether it worked out or it didn't. We would love to have people who are married, people who are divorced, people who are like exes to come on. It's called Across the Table. We have an Instagram. I can share the Instagram.
Yeah, share it in the private message.
There's a TikTok. We have a TikTok. Let me give you the TikTok. Across the Table.
Yo, that's tough. That's tough.
Let me see here.
Across the Table. I'm actually looking it up right now.
Across the table.
Oh, hold on. Let me see.
Yeah, right here. This is it right here.
This one?
This is the account right here. Oops. Right here on TikTok.
So it has a dot. Okay. Across dot the table. Okay.
And then on Instagram, it should also be the same name. You're looking for that logo right there. Across the table.
Across dot table.
Hey, can you send me it?
Yes. Let me send you. Sorry about that. I should.
No, you ain't gotta be sorry.
Say less. This one, right? I want to make sure.
Pull it back just a little. No, that's not it. I'm gonna send you the Instagram.
What am I looking at?
I'm gonna send you the Instagram. Give me 1 second.
I think it's this one.
Yes, that's the one on Instagram. Can you share that with your wife, please?
Yeah, I got you.
We have a so the socials show the short videos. If you want to watch the full videos of the thing, it's on YouTube with the Across the Table as well. That same exact logo.
Yeah.
The link for the YouTube should be on our socials as well. But literally, it's just we want to be able to sit down with couples or people who are in love or were in love, and just ask them questions and just kind of get their point of view on life, on love, and what makes things work out for them. It gets deep. We have funny moments. We have some deep moments. It's just how if people are curious about love, about relationships, about even the hardships, like even like the breakups and stuff like that, just being able to hear it from someone else and be like, you know what, I also experienced that, or I want to experience
just to
that.
be more relatable.
Correct. So it's called Across the Table. It's me and two of my buddies who do it. We meet on Mondays. When the way it works is the person reaches out to us, or we reach out to the person. We set up the podcast to happen on a Monday. We record it and then we edit. I do all the editing. We do the edit and then we ship it up to YouTube and everything like that. So I would love to have you guys on.
Yeah, we would love to be on.
I would love to have you guys on there. Let me know.
Let us know. We're down.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
All right, Nate, what's one thing you want to leave the listening audience with around joy?
About joy. About joy. I know, right?
That's it. That's good. I can help.
One thing I can leave everyone with is, I know everyone does say find something that makes you like happy, but legitimately for me, what made me happy was music. I could just be in a dark room. I can be like outside. I could be cruising on the highway and like the sunroof down 3 a.m. in the morning, just curate. I spend hours curating playlists for different moods, for different situations and stuff like that. So I found that was very therapeutic for me.
I love that.
So about joy, find something not only that's going to make you happy, but that you can see that it's like therapeutic. Like you can see the change when you're doing that one thing. You can see that it's actually making a change in you. And that's what music did for me.
And that's what singing to these amazing gentlemen does. Vibe, can't you see the
Babe is bad, buddy.
Oh, and Nana, I gotta get that Cyclops. How do you call it?
Sidecock.
Sidecock. We gotta do a photo shoot with the sidecock costume, the cosplay, bro. That cosplay is tough. We gotta get something on the books.
The thing is, like, I deadass been wanting to get a Cyclops cosplay for like a year, and then I was like, bro, I just gotta just do it. And then I saw it on Amazon, and I'm like, yo, this shit is fire. And then by coincidence, I guess Cyclops is on Marvel Rivals, or he's coming, and it just found like my outfit landed the day of. They dropped the thing, and I didn't even know. I just was like, I like the Cyclops.
Look, so Sidecock, please.
Sidecock, because listen, no matter how we tried, that mushroom tip was showing. I'm like, you can't get sprung because you win a lot.
So listen. I don't know if you're busy on. There's August 31st.
Oh, hold on. You see,
there's a Asian street food and music festival. Is that what is happening on the 31st? Wait, let me see if I'm reading this.
Is it May 31st or August?
May 31st. May 31st. Yes.
Yes, that's.
But I want to know. Yes, with Jackie? Am I saying the title correct though? I want to make sure I'm saying the title correct. Is it
it's I know Jackie put it on my page. It's in Cambridge area, right?
It is. Yes, it's in the Cambridge area.
Baby trying to go.
I'll be the photographer.
Yeah,
yes,
are you working though? Are you working?
It's the last Sunday of the month, but I think
the 31st. It's the fourth.
Yeah,
it's the fourth Asian Street Food and Music Festival. It's happening in Cambridge. Please come because I'm gonna be shooting. I'm gonna be taking photos. I'm gonna be the photographer shooting. So please come. Anyone else who's watching this, please come. And
like people, they give people permission. And my sister literally lives in Cambridge, so like
please come. I would love to come as cosplayers as well. I would love to photograph you guys.
Yes.
I'm always looking to photograph people, and I'm always looking to get the photos out to you guys. I don't. It doesn't bring me joy to keep these photos for myself. I want to have people have these photos.
So should I bring? Should I bring Cyclops, or I mean, I do have Sasuke too, but like
I would bring the Cyclops.
You Cyclops?
We need to come on. Yeah, all right, babe. For you, what's your message of joy this week?
Bro, I'm gonna have a great ass time this weekend at CradleCon. So shout out to the exciting moments coming up, and Cyclops and Pikachu gonna be up in that bitch. You know what I mean? I might even bring Velma just for shits and giggles too, but we'll see.
And my message is life is short, so do what brings you joy. I just got my knuckle tattooed for my birthday.
Yes.
And
my birthday, I did this one.
You see?
When's your birthday?
You see?
I can't tell what it is.
Wait.
It's 12/21. My birthday is December 21st. But that also has a double meaning because it's my birthday. I got it on my birthday, but it also is my dad's graveyard plot number. So
Got you.
And that wasn't even planned. That was by divine purpose. So
that is man. God is so good.
Yeah,
and I
was like, I need to get this.
People.
Bro,
peace. We appreciate you, Nate. You are welcome anytime to join our show.
Yes, I'm sorry it took so long. I'm sorry it took